Hello, good morning. This is J. Richard Varvel for the JRV Morning Show. I would like to welcome you. We have a new co-host. He's officially the co-host. His name is Watson. And we're a little bit late this morning because so this little setup here with his bed that's on a chair. So that way you can see him and he has his own spot and all that good stuff. We were working on different setups, and one of the ones was like on a table, and this shifted a little bit and it scared him. He didn't like that it was not as stable as he thought it was. And so he's not totally a fan of being up here. But I feel like, he just relaxed. He's okay. He has some toys, and it doesn't move like it did before. But anyhow, so we're a little bit late because I took him outside so he could relieve himself and be ready for the show. And he knew we were coming in here, and he decided to run and hide under the bed. So I had to do a little coaxing to get him to come out. But he's out now, and I'm excited. So, welcome to the show, Watson. Yeah, welcome to the show. Are you happy to be here? Huh? What do you think about all this? What do you think about all this? Are you happy to be here? So, anyhow, he is a little bit shy right now, but I know he will warm up. He is a little cuddle monkey. However, if you were to meet him on the street, he might bark at you first. He's a barker first, and then he'll ask you questions after, and then usually let you pet him. He, like I said, loves to cuddle. He loves to be pet. He is sweet. He's very sweet. And I'm going to stop there because otherwise all of a sudden I feel lots of emotion coming up. So I'm going to keep myself from crying and just enjoy that he's here with me and that he gets to share his kind of unconditional love with all of you as well. So really quick, I'm going to go ahead and share my page. So that way that is going. And I didn't even open up Facebook because I was not so prepared this morning. Again, thank you so much for joining me, all that are joining me live and in the archives. I greatly appreciate it so much. I'm excited to be here with all of you, and I know Watson is too. Yes, I know, sweetheart. Yeah. He's still a little nervous. It's okay. Yeah. We're going to get used to this. Yeah, we're going to have fun. Yes, it's going to be a good time, I promise. It's going to be a good time. Yeah. Yes. So if all of you tuning in and in the archives will send Watson a little bit of love and peaceful energy, help him feel welcome and warm here in front of the camera, sharing with all of you in this way, and also being here with me as my co-host. I'm super excited about that. It's a lot of fun having him here with me and being able to not just be here all by myself in the physical, even though I know all of you out there join me live. So anyhow, I'm going to make some adjustments with the camera just so that way we can see more of Watson. So just give me just a moment to do that. So, because I think if I raise it higher, I can tilt it, and then we can both be comfortable and be seen. I'm a little cut off, but you guys, you can see me. Okay, so let me share real fast my thing. Share to my timeline. Thank you so much for being patient. I know this is kind of like I know I have to focus on this, but I appreciate you all being patient while I do it really fast. Part of the whole live show business. Again, I know Watson's going to get more and more comfortable, and he will provide some different kinds of entertainment for all of you when I have to get on the computer, right? Yeah, we're going to figure out a way to do that. Okay. And all right. So wonderful. Again, I'm so excited to be here. And it's 11:07, and so we are already getting into the time for the card reading of the day. So let's go ahead and do that. You want to smell the cards? What do you think about them? Do you want to maybe choose the card today? If you get up and that means you want to choose, and I'll let you choose with your paw. All right. So, good morning. Welcome. We are just getting into the card reading of the day. Good morning. Good morning. So, my co-host, he's a little shy this morning. He decided to hide under the bed because he is a little bit unsure of this seat that he's in because one of the setups I was working on, it moved, and so it was unsturdy, and so now he thinks it's unsturdy, even though the way I have it set up now, it's not unsturdy. So he's a little nervous, but he's getting more and more comfortable. But before the show, he hid under the bed and didn't want to come out, so I had to coax him with his favorite toy, the ball. But now he's just a little unsure and just wanting to be quiet. So we're going to let him have some quiet time while we get into the reading. Let's cut the deck here. And ooh. So this is intimacy. Okay, so intimacy, if you can see here in this card, there's a couple prominent pieces of this spiral coming together. And so intimacy is not only talking about a man and a woman, or two men or two women, or all the different variations of genders and how people can come together. It's not talking about the physical coming together per se, even though that is an aspect of it. It's really getting into the intimacy that we share when we come together, and when we are ourselves, when we show ourselves, when we reveal ourselves to whoever is in front of us, whether it's one person or a group, and we allow ourselves to be intimate with them, where we don't have our walls up, we don't have our social masks on, and we just allow ourselves to be ourselves, free, happy, or just even wherever we're at, where we don't have to be on, we can just be whatever we are, so if we're not having the greatest day that day, we don't have to put on a fake smile, because that's what people want to see. We don't have to do that when we're around a group of people or in front of just one person where we are intimately connected with them. So it's more than just a sexual intimacy, but again, there is that aspect of it. Okay, so the intimacy here and the energy for the collective, for everybody, is there is divine energy, the divine energy coming from within us, and moving out of, from the inside out, is merging with the physical, and really I see it as it's like penetrating veils. There's veils being penetrated at this time even more. So we're going to see more truth coming out, we're going to see more connections being made, more heart kind of connections, where we're going to meet people that just kind of we just have an innate knowing that we're just supposed to know them, or we're supposed to talk to them, and it's so strong that we can't not do it, or we're just in front of them, the universe just brings the circumstance where it's just going to be more people coming together, but I sense it from a more heart-based place, and we're going to have some more intimate kind of connections, not only with ourselves, having deeper understandings of ourselves and who we really are and what we really came here to do, as well as that being reflected in the kinds of relationships that start coming our way and coming into our life. So it's 11:11. It's actually moving into 11:12. So we're going to get into the meditation now. It's the 11:11 meditation. We do it weekdays at 11:11. And these meditations are great with practicing using our imagination, which is one of the greatest tools in our spiritual toolbox. Good morning, Aaron. Welcome. It's so great to have you join us this morning. And Watson welcomes you as well. He's a little shy right now, but he's warming up. He's no longer he was a little shaky but he's no longer shaking. So I'm excited about that. That means he's calming down and he's settling in. So again, thank you for all those that sent your calm, peaceful vibes. He feels it and feels appreciated and is happy to be here, even though he's turning around and just wants to have some quiet time. So we're going to let him do that while we have some quiet time with the meditation. So let's go ahead and close our eyes and begin to grow roots from the base of our spine and the bottoms of our feet down into the center of Mother Earth. And we do that to ground and connect to the earth energy. The earth energy is alive, it is conscious, it is aware, and we are absolutely able to connect, and she loves when we connect with her. She's able to offer us guidance and understanding with earth changes, as well as when we have that strong connection with her, she is able to let us know if we need to move about the planet in a different way because of impending changes. All that happens on an intuitive level, and that is all accessible when we fine-tune our satellite tuner radio, so to speak. Only it's our tuner radio to the different finer energies. And so Mother Earth is definitely a station to tune into. Yes. Excuse me, pardon me. Okay, wonderful. Let's just take this moment to say hello and express our love and gratitude and appreciation. Yes. And wait for a response back. You will get one. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to go into our heart space and expand our gold and silver ball of light that's at the center of our heart space. And it's emanating like a star from the center of our heart space, and it's powered by the infinite source creator within us. It's an unlimited source of energy. We come with it is our what powers and animates this reality, this life experience, this unfolding experience. And so we are going to expand that light out in a sphere, and it's perfectly around you. We're expanding it past your bodysuit, your physical body. Out. We're going to take it out 33 feet, and it's a perfect sphere, a ball of light that is all the way around you, and it is emanating from the star, which is the divine spark within you that is emanating like a star in every direction. And again, it is powered by an unlimited source of divine source creator energy that is your energy, that is your aspect of that divine source creator energy. This is your unique energy signature. This is what makes you you, and what makes me me. We are all different and unique, and that is fabulous and fantastic. Yes. So let's embrace that within ourselves and say yes, and let's embrace that in those that we see in our life. Just allowing everybody to be themselves, not trying to change anybody, not trying to change ourselves, not trying to be anything that we're not, and not feeling unsatisfied when we are not living up to our own expectations. Just dropping the crap, dropping the bullshit, dropping all that gets in the way of us experiencing our love, peace, and joy, and our excitement and passion in this reality. We just let it go in this now moment, let it ground out into the earth. And we just allow ourselves to be free and intimate with ourselves, and honest and trustworthy with ourselves. And so that way it's just as naturally then radiates off of us, not only in our energy field as well as the interactions that we have. Wonderful. Wonderful and beautiful. Do you feel how empowered this energy feels? Feel into your body. Feel what it feels like to be in this empowered state, connected with yourself. You are powered by the source creator energy from within you. It is an aspect of you, and it is shining like a star. Feel into how that feels in your physical body, how you feel emotionally, how you feel physically, as well as how you feel energetically. All right, now we are being called to the Aztec pyramids over, actually they are, forgive me, let me just get some clarity around the name. It's just I can see the location, but the words are not coming through. Okay, we're going to lift off in our golden silver ball of light. We're letting go of the laws of nature, the laws of gravity, time, and space, and we're lifting off, and we're heading off so we can get a bird's eye view of the city that we're in. And we're heading to the Yucatan Peninsula over in the Gulf of Mexico. And we're heading to the pyramids that are, I keep getting Playa del Carmen or Cozumel, but I know those are not the right names. So we're just going to use our imagination, and I'm just sending you the mental picture of the pyramids. They're on the coast over there in the Yucatan Peninsula over in the Gulf of Mexico. So just head to those pyramids. I believe they're Mayan pyramids. We're going to go there. Forgive me for not knowing the name, but just we've seen it a million times on TV, and you might have visited there personally yourself. So we are taking ourselves there now to the largest pyramid in the complex. And I would like you to land on the top of the largest pyramid in the complex. And I would like you to notice a column of white light. This is a shimmering white light. It has every color in it. And it is a universal life force, divine energy. And it is a column of light, again, going from the top of that pyramid, which you have landed on, through you, through the sky, into space. And it is actually connected to the sun in our solar system. But we are just going to experience the aspect of it that is at the top of the pyramid, where we are. Wonderful. So I would like you to notice some angelic balls of light coming in all around you. Notice they are in their light form. They are coming in, I see violet. There is aqua colors, as well as a ice blue and a bright green, as well as an emerald green color, and you might see some other colored angels coming at this time. These are angels of the Most High, and they are here to assist us in this meditation that we are in at this 11:11 time here together on the JRV Morning Show. And this is, we are connecting with all the other light workers, all the other beings of light, of love that are out doing activities of light just like this. We are connecting and empowering ourselves as well as all of them, and empowering the light and love to spread on this planet. Wonderful. All right, I would like you to notice the interaction between you and the angels. They are moving around to different parts of your physical body, scanning, as well as sending energy, healing our energy fields, as well as assisting us in clearing out anything and everything that no longer serves our highest and best good. Any baggage that we're ready to let go of in this now moment, it is being alchemically alchemized from the baggage that it is back into the love and the light of the universe in its purest form. We are transmitters of love, as well as we are alchemical transmitters of love, where we literally change the vibrations of the lower vibrations of the planet, the heavier vibrations of hate and struggle, lack, limitation, war, poverty, better than, less than, right, wrong, good, bad, popular, unpopular, nerd, all the different extremes, all the different ways that we can hurt one another and separate from one another and be mean to one another. We are transmitting all of that back into their highest whole forms, where they're not tearing anybody apart. They may be choices available, different ways to understand one another, different ways to describe one another, but they don't have to be ways in which we tear each other down, separate from one another, and create war and a fear-based society. We are shifting that. And we are assisting ourselves because we are getting in touch with our energy self, our divine spark, and we are interacting with it in a deeper, more profound way, in a way that is an experience with ourself. And I would like to remind you, you are having this experience with yourself. There is no go-between entity. There is no need to have any assistance when you are connecting with the divinity within yourself. You are more than capable of doing that, and you do not need an intercessor. And I would suggest that if you have an intercessor, that you work to let that intercessor go and have this connection direct. Wonderful. All right, I would like you now to thank yourself, thank the divine, thank all the angels and archangels and all of our Light Align teams that joined us today, this morning, in this very deep and very powerful meditation, energy exchange. And we are going to now lift off the top of the pyramid, and we are heading back to wherever we are located in the physical room that we are in. And just like that, we are landing in our physical bodies. Yes, because there is no time, no space, and no laws of physics limiting us. And we begin to wiggle our fingers and toes and become aware of the physical body that we are in. And we are opening our eyes whenever you are ready. Hello. How was that, Watson? What were you doing? Huh? What were you doing? You're just chilling out, aren't you? Just resting. I love it. Okay, my computer shut off during the meditation, so I'm just going to log on real fast and make sure I'm not missing anybody who might be trying to make a comment. But this is the time and the portion of the show where we have the call-in, and the number is 661-800-5875. Again, it is 661-800-5875. And you can call in with questions as well as a request for a reading, a mini energy reading. And let's see what else. Yeah, so that's really, we're opened up for that. So if anybody would like to call in or comment in, I'm going to check the comments and see if anybody is suggesting, or not suggesting, but has any comments for me. Or is requesting a reading. I don't see that, so we're good there. Well, that was a deep meditation. We definitely went into some deep places, cleared out some of our shadow areas, and really that alchemical process. One of the things I wanted to talk about is really a healing of the polarities, because this planet, what makes it so unique is its aspect of duality. The whole idea of good, bad, right, wrong, tall, short, gay, straight, everything in between, and each extreme is, I use that loosely too, extreme is, there's a variation, many variations in between, and so that's the trick of this reality, is that all extremes are available. However, they're just choices that lead us to experiences to be had. However, we don't have to like own them like a belief system, like what's always right and what's always wrong. Because to be honest with you, in my experience, there is a whole idea of like living from love and from my heart-centered space and from integrity, and from the golden rule of treating other people the way I want to be treated, as well as being non-violent towards people. Like I feel like I should be free to do what I want to do, and I feel like you should be free to do what you want to do. And even if I don't understand what you're doing, as long as you're not hurting me or anybody else, just like if I'm not hurting me or anybody else, I feel like, why not? But however, when we are imposing our beliefs on someone else and saying, you need to believe this or else, that doesn't even make any sense. That just doesn't even make any sense. Like, why do we even allow that in this society where it's like by force? That's not faith. That's not freedom of choice. That's not free will. That's, you better believe it or else, or you better say you believe it or else. Really, that's not, there's nothing spiritual about that. That's a lot of human ego, control, power, and manipulation behind all that. Okay, so back to my point. That's, again, it's an extreme being played out on the planet. The religious wars going on, the war over the minds of the people of this planet. And that's why it not only came through in the meditation, but I've said it before, why I don't feel there's a need to have an intercessor, including Jesus, including Buddha, and like any of the ascended masters or archangels or angels. I feel like they're here to assist us, to join us in this journey, to remind us of who we really are in this experience. However, they're not here to do it for us, and they're not here to like hold power over us, or to be looked at as better than us, like on some pedestal. We're divine aspects of the divine, just like they are. So there isn't this whole idea of better than or less than. We're all unique aspects of the divine, having this experience. So there's an equality. There isn't a need to separate out from that place. It's a place where we can just appreciate what each aspect of the divine is bringing to the table, so to speak. All right, so let me see how I want to wrap that up. Okay, so back to, what that whole idea about intimacy, today's show, is a holding of the polarities within us. Like, we have two different polarities, main polarities within our DNA. We have the mammalian DNA, which is a more like the animal DNA, like Watson, whales, all the deers, the baboons and the monkeys, all the mammals. We have that aspect of us, that caring aspect, that nurturing, that earth connected, very intuitive, very empathic. And then we have a reptilian aspect of us, and reptilian, like that whole lizard and dinosaur and that whole world, is a little bit colder. It's not as connected. It's the young are not really cared for long, if at all. It's kind of like you're just kind of out there, and the strongest survive. And so we have these two kinds of polarities. They don't play well together. One is very survival driven, and then one is driven by the finer, more caring, compassionate, loving aspects of life. And so there's these two polarities within us, within our DNA, within our makeup. So that's why often we feel this tug of war constantly. So we have to heal that in order to stop being, pulled in the tug of war. And one of the ways we do that is by healing our belief system, healing how we think about ourselves, healing how we think about the outside world and all those other people in our life, as well as how we think of strangers, like how we perceive the media, how we perceive, if we are going to church and having a religious experience, how we perceive that. And if we're, at the end of the day, we're all going to see it differently. We're all going to have a very different perspective and point of view. And that's fantastic. And I feel like now more than ever, it's important to, instead of that being something that separates us into the us and them, or you need to be able to see it my way, or I can't have you in my life because it has to be so extreme, that instead of it being so extreme, we can use this time now. We are unique individual aspects of the Creator. So if we all share what's really truly unique within us, with the collective, with the whole, and we all do that, we can really create a change on this planet, which has already begun. It's already going. You wouldn't know it if you watched the media. You would think that everyone's just killing one another, but that's not the truth either. There is a lot of love on this planet. You can see it reflected in the beautiful places on this wondrous planet Earth. I mean, there are some places on this planet that are just like, wow, unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And so that, to me, tells me love and light is alive and well, because it is still reflected in what we can see here on the planet. That's just confirmation. I mean, I know that within my heart. I don't need that to be reflected. But however, the fact that it is reflected is just confirmation to me that that energy is alive and well, and it is spreading, and we're all a part of it. Okay, so I've gone on and on and on, and I don't see any comments, but I just felt like that had to come out, so I let it out. Thank you for listening, Watson. He's been such a calm companion today. Yeah. So anyhow, I just want to thank all of you for joining me live and in the archives. And I'm more than welcome to take calls, questions, as well as to have discussions about anything that we've talked about on the show, as well as anything show related or anything else that you feel inspired and intuitively guided to talk about and to bring to the show. I look forward to that interaction and welcome it, as well as if you're not able to call in because of whatever you got going on, don't forget you can comment in as well. And I also read comments not only here on Facebook in the archives, as well as I do upload my show to YouTube, and I look at those comments, and I also upload my videos now to a new site called VidMe. It's vid.me, and it's a new YouTube-like site. However, it's much newer. I've found that I've already been able to get involved in the community, and the community has already responded and has started watching my videos. I've gotten more traffic than ever, and so I'm super excited to be a part of that community. And it's set up in a way that there's like upvoting. It feels more uplifting. There's a place where you can, put, it's called tips, and it's like you can leave tips for how to make a video better. So I just feel like it's set up to bring out the more positive side of the interaction. And so I really like being a part of the vid.me community. So hello out there, all of you. And I just want to let you know too, I also read your comments and will respond if you reach out that way. I'm also available via my website and via private message, and so via email. So I am available if you would like to get in touch with me. And I also would like to welcome all the newcomers that have recently liked my page, the J. Richard Varvel page. I really appreciate you liking my page. And if you think of anyone that would find this information useful, please don't hesitate to share it. I greatly appreciate that as well. All right, Watson and I, we're going to wrap this show up today. Yeah, aren't we? This was a good show. But he's ready to go lay back down again. He's not ready to get up. All right, well, I'm surrounding everybody with a huge, giant hug of love. Until tomorrow at 11. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.